Welcome to LearnWiz, where we explore intriguing and thought-provoking topics. In today's video, we'll delve into a purely speculative analysis of 25 possible outcomes if China and Russia were to unite against the United States. Remember, this is a hypothetical scenario and not a prediction or endorsement of any political stance. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Let's dive in. Possibility 1. Escalation of cyber warfare. In this potential scenario, both sides would engage in aggressive cyber warfare, attempting to disrupt each other's critical infrastructure, communications, and military capabilities. This could include targeting power grids, financial systems, and defense networks, resulting in significant disruptions to daily life and national security for all parties involved. The severity of cyber attacks could escalate as each side attempts to gain an advantage, potentially leading to devastating consequences. Possibility 2. Economic repercussions. Trade between these countries would be severely impacted, leading to potential economic instability and global market fluctuations. The disruption of supply chains and the imposition of sanctions could cause economic hardships for all nations, affecting not only their economies but also the global economy as a whole. As tensions rise, countries might engage in economic warfare to undermine the financial stability of their adversaries, further exacerbating the situation. Possibility 3. Formation of new alliances. Should China and Russia unite against the United States, it could potentially lead to the formation of new alliances and partnerships. Countries may choose sides based on their political, economic, and military interests, creating new power blocks and reshaping the geopolitical landscape. Smaller nations could be forced to align with one side or the other, leading to significant realignment of global power dynamics. Possibility 4. Arms race. This hypothetical scenario could lead to a renewed arms race between the involved parties. All sides would likely invest heavily in upgrading and expanding their military capabilities, including the development of advanced weaponry, missile defense systems, and strategic military technologies. A new arms race could consume valuable resources, further destabilizing global security and increasing the risk of accidental conflict. Possibility 5. Proxy wars. In an attempt to weaken each other's influence and power, the involved countries may engage in proxy wars, supporting opposing factions or governments in various regions. This could destabilize already volatile regions and result in widespread conflict and suffering for the affected populations. Proxy wars could lead to a further breakdown of international cooperation, making it even more challenging to resolve conflicts and maintain global stability. Possibility 6. Expansion of military presence. China, Russia, and the United States might expand their military presence in strategically important regions, leading to increased tensions and the potential for direct military confrontation. Heightened military activity could exacerbate existing regional conflicts or spark new ones, creating a complex web of security challenges around the world. Possibility 7. Diplomatic breakdown. Diplomatic relations between the involved countries could deteriorate significantly, making it difficult to resolve conflicts and address global issues through diplomacy and negotiation. The breakdown of diplomacy could result in increased tensions, further complicating efforts to find peaceful solutions to international disputes. Possibility 8. Disintegration of international organizations. A conflict between these major powers could lead to the disintegration or weakening of international organizations such as the United Nations, NATO, and the World Trade Organization, further eroding global cooperation and stability. The fragmentation of these institutions would make it harder to address pressing global challenges, such as climate change, poverty, and humanitarian crises. Possibility 9. Humanitarian crisis. The potential for widespread conflict and economic disruption in this scenario could result in a significant humanitarian crisis, with millions of people displaced, facing food and water shortages, and requiring assistance from the international community. The scale of the crisis could overwhelm relief efforts, further exacerbating the suffering of affected populations. Possibility 10. Disruption of technological advancements. Collaboration between nations on technological advancements, particularly in areas such as space exploration, artificial intelligence, and clean energy, could be hampered by the heightened tensions and mistrust between the involved countries. This could slow the pace of technological progress and hinder global efforts to address pressing challenges, such as climate change and healthcare. Possibility 11. Impact on global climate initiatives. Collaboration on global climate initiatives could suffer, making it more challenging to address pressing environmental issues such as climate change, deforestation, and ocean pollution. The inability to effectively address these issues could have severe long-term consequences for the planet and its inhabitants. Possibility 12. Nuclear arms escalation. Tensions between the countries could lead to a dangerous increase in nuclear arms development and stockpiling, raising the risk of nuclear conflict and its catastrophic consequences. As each side seeks to maintain or gain a strategic advantage, the potential for accidents or miscalculations increases, heightening the risk of a devastating nuclear exchange. Possibility 13. Proliferation of disinformation campaigns. Disinformation campaigns would likely escalate, leading to further division and mistrust between nations and within their populations. These campaigns could manipulate public opinion and polarize societies, making it increasingly difficult for countries to work together and find common ground. Possibility 14. Cybersecurity alliances. Countries may form new cybersecurity alliances to counter cyber threats posed by their adversaries, leading to a more complex and unpredictable cybersecurity landscape. These alliances could further fragment the international community, making it more challenging to develop unified approaches to addressing global cybersecurity threats. Possibility 15. Energy resource conflicts. Competition for access to and control over valuable energy resources, such as oil and natural gas, could intensify, potentially sparking regional conflicts and tensions. As energy resources become increasingly scarce, countries may be more inclined to use military force to secure access, heightening the risk of conflict. Possibility 16. Increase in military spending. The involved countries would likely allocate a larger portion of their budgets to military spending, potentially diverting resources away from social programs, healthcare, and education. Increased military spending could exacerbate economic inequality and social unrest, further destabilizing the involved countries. Possibility 17. Cultural and educational exchange decline. Cultural and educational exchanges between the involved countries could decrease, leading to a decline in mutual understanding and a further widening of the cultural gap. This could make it even more challenging to foster dialogue and cooperation between the countries, exacerbating existing tensions. Possibility 18. Travel restrictions. Travel between the countries could become increasingly restricted, impacting tourism, business, and personal relationships. These restrictions could result in economic losses and a decline in cultural exchange, further deepening divisions between the nations. Possibility 19. Espionage escalation. The countries would likely ramp up their espionage efforts, attempting to gain intelligence on their adversaries' military, political, and economic strategies. This could result in a dangerous game of cat and mouse, increasing the risk of misunderstandings and accidental conflict. Possibility 20. Impact on global health initiatives. Collaboration on global health initiatives, such as addressing pandemics and improving healthcare access, could be negatively impacted by the heightened tensions and mistrust between the involved countries. This could hinder efforts to address pressing global health challenges, resulting in increased suffering and loss of life. Possibility 21. Space militarization. The militarization of space could become a new frontier in the conflict, with countries seeking to establish dominance in space to gain a strategic advantage. The weaponization of space could further destabilize global security and increase the potential for conflict on Earth and beyond. Possibility 22. Polarization within international community. The international community could become more polarized, with countries aligning with either the United States or the China-Russia alliance based on their political, economic, or ideological beliefs. This polarization could create deep divisions between nations, making it more difficult to find common ground and work together to address global challenges. Possibility 23. Indirect economic warfare. The involved countries could engage in indirect economic warfare, utilizing tactics such as currency manipulation, economic sanctions, and targeted tariffs to weaken their adversaries. These actions could cause significant economic disruptions, not only for the targeted countries but also for the global economy, potentially leading to a worldwide economic downturn. Possibility 24. Technological theft and sabotage. The countries might resort to increased technological theft and sabotage to gain an advantage in various fields, from military technology to cutting-edge research. This could further escalate tensions and potentially lead to the loss of valuable intellectual property, damaging the global economy and technological progress. Possibility 25. Loss of global stability. Overall, A conflict between these major powers would lead to a significant loss of global stability, with far-reaching consequences for international security, economic growth, and human well-being. The ripple effects of such a conflict would be felt around the world, making it more difficult for countries to work together to address pressing global issues and creating an uncertain future for all. We hope you enjoyed this speculative exploration of 25 possible outcomes if China and Russia were to unite against the United States. As a reminder, this analysis is purely hypothetical and not a prediction or endorsement of any political stance. Please share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our latest content. Thank you for watching LearnWiz.